Authentication factors. 3 primary factors of authentication. Something you know, something you have, something you are. Something you know, password, PIN code, things that are in your head, cognitive password, where you were born, mother's maiden name. That's a common one with banks. Okay. That's something you know. Something you have. RSA Secure ID, Aladdin e-token, an ID card, passport card, driver's license, passport, Nexus, Trusted Traveler card, company ID badge. These are things you have, things that can prove who you are. And finally, something you are, something that we just love, biometrics, fingerprints, finger scan, palm scan, hand topology, the whole thing, iris scan, the colored part around the pupil, retina scan, the blood vessel patterns at the back of your eye, how you sign your name, signature dynamics or graphological analysis. With graphological analysis looking at more how the signature looks, why it's made that way, more on a psychological profile, whereas signature dynamics is how your signature is made, how quickly you make it, how fast you change from one direction to another, how much pressure you place. It's not how it looks, but rather how it's made. Very identifiable. I sign my name, it looks like a whole bunch of squiggles, ugly, nasty looking thing. It really looks quite the same, but it's made the same way each time. That's measurable. Another fun one, typing. How people type, the amount of dwell time on a key, the amount of pressure they place, how quickly they change from one keystroke to another, and how they type. Actually, it's incredibly recognizable and one of the strongest methods of biometrics for identifying an individual. I'm thinking, typing? You can identify someone by how they type? Yes, incredibly identifiable. Voice, how people sound, their accent, how much time they spend on certain syllables, sounds, if they have a glottal stop, how they speak. These can be measured. They can identify someone. There's a beautiful thing about voice identification, and that's being able to authenticate someone over the phone. Then we got some other stranger ones, like your gait. That's how you walk, the distance in each step. There are a multitude of different biometric things, but they're all with how you do something, something about you, a physically measurable criteria. Remember, something you know, passwords and PINs, something you have, token devices, ID cards, something with a picture to identify you. And finally, biometrics, something you are.